Hello everyone, welcome to another exciting adventure in MRD unboxing. Today we got a whole bunch of Scream Factories and one little extra non-Scream Factory. Shh, it's a bonus at the end. Let's begin! I'm not really going in any order, but just the way I had it stacked, I guess. In the Mouth of Madness, the John Carpenter film that I have not seen yet. I'm a little bit disappointed because brand new Scream Factory, and they did not package. They used to always, before they didn't package the outside. They only packaged the inside, and then they switched to packaging around the slipcover, which I loved. I loved that they started doing that, but now there's a bunch of newer releases that I'm getting straight from Scream/Shout Factory that are only packaged around the Blu-ray case itself, and it leaves the slipcover to out in the open to the elements and to get, you know, stolen or taken from somebody who, you know, wants the slipcovers more than the actual things. Dislike that, Scream Factory. But then again, there's a couple of new ones that I just opened up that have the slipcover or the packaging around it. So I don't know, is it maybe a mistake that some of them have no packaging around it? I don't know. Well, I don't want to read the back, because all I know is that guy from Jurassic Park's in it.
Alan.
Oh, and he was also in Alcatraz. I love that show. That's all I know. And John Carpenter film. So at the very least, the music's gonna be good. I remember when I saw John Carpenter live. Sorry if I made it sound like I rubbed it in there. He did play in the Mouth of Madness, and when he played each theme to a movie or the music from that movie, they had clips of the movie in the background. So I tried to keep my eyes as closed for the movies I haven't seen to avoid spoilers. But I did see very, very little glimpse of this movie. Apparently it's part of John Carpenter's Apocalypse trilogy. Anyways, there's the disc art. I think the disc art looks good, but it definitely, I think it's good. It's not the best, but I think some of the other John Carpenter ones were a little bit better art-wise, but still a decent art. And I'm switching it out. This is the part that takes forever. Unfortunately, I did not pre-order this in time to get the poster. I'm fine with that because I have a very good feeling that Scream Factory will be re-releasing this John Carpenter film with the steelbook and that special art. So I'll probably pick it up again. Oh man, I hate how it has come to this. Thanks, Scream Factory. This is looks like the original poster art, which actually, funny enough, it actually reminds me a lot of like a slightly 90s version of like the Prince of Darkness original poster. Like everything sort of getting stretched out, sort of sideways and that, and that actually looks pretty interesting. Anyways, can't wait to check it out. One of the main reasons why I'm doing this unboxing video now is because there's a couple here that I need to watch for my 31 days of horror movie marathons. So, yeah. Anyways, I can't believe I found this almost like a year after this was released. Like, way after. I actually found this in store with the slipcover. And so I wanted to pick it up before it goes, and that is David Cronenberg's Dead Ringers. I'm still looking for David Cronenberg's Rabid with the slipcover, but I haven't lucked out on there. But I'm glad I found this one.
the guy, when I went to buy it at the Sunrise Records, he was a big David Cronenberg fan, and he's like, oh, they actually filmed this in Toronto, Canada, and surrounding areas, and I'm like, oh wow, I didn't know that. Like, that's cool. Cool little tidbit. There's actually, I've been noticing there's a lot of films that are filmed in around Toronto and surrounding areas. Like, you got, I believe It, Chapter 1 and 2 is being filmed up here. Like, wow. Disc 1, Disc 2. Yeah, he told me a little bit about the film when I bought it from Sunrise Records. He was, you know, it was apparently this is one of Jeremy Irons' best, like, acting roles, like, because he's playing brothers and, like, twin brothers, and yeah, like David Cronenberg in general, it apparently it gets weird. 2 bodies, 2 minds, 1 soul. Dead ringers. That looks cool. Anyways, moving on. I will be saving the posters for last. Next up I found the Life Force Steelbook in stores. I was actually going to try and look for the out-of-print version with a slipcover, but the only reason I decided to get this and not get the slipcover version is not only I can't find the version with the slipcover, this version has a new 4K scan of both versions of the film, so the quality is better on this release than the previous Scream Factory release. So that's the only reason why I picked it up. But apparently this is a same director who did Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and apparently it's really cool special effects, like sci-fi. That's it. That's all I know. Complete blind buy. All of these are blind buys, are they? Yeah. Except for one. I've seen one film. Yeah. Anyways. Boom. So this is the limited edition sort of steelbooks that they've been doing, same art. They released one for Army of Darkness. I love Army of Darkness, but I didn't want to get it because I'm perfectly fine with the Scream Factory release they did before. Here's the sort of back of it. Looks really cool. I really like the green and purple because that's sort of like an odd mix of colors for a, like, any sort of art poster or Blu-ray wise, so it sort of stands out on its own. She's destroyed worlds. Yeah, so it's director's cut and a theatrical cut. I don't know which version of the film I should watch first, though. Usually I lean towards the director's cut first because I know that's what the director more wanted, but I don't know. This film, I don't know which one's better. So I'll probably lean towards watching the director's cut. Let me know in the comments below which version of the film I should see first for the first time. Anyways, next up we got Hell House. Once again, a movie I've never heard about until they released it. As you can see, it has the plastic around the whole thing, which is the way Shout Factory should be doing these releases. Yeah, a lot of this I've been saving up over time, so, and then a lot of these, you know, sort of I got recently. You can probably tell which ones, if you pay attention to Scream Factory and Shout Factory, you probably know which ones are more newer and which ones are older. But Hell Night, something about them staying over at a place, mansion, something. Creeps, scary, I don't know. They must survive the night. I don't know. Blu-ray plus DVD, 2 different art, which is awesome. Pray for Day. Yeah, this looks sort of cheesy, but I don't know. Maybe this movie will completely surprise me, since the fact that I don't know anything about this film. Except for it's like, I guess a house? I don't know. I don't know. I'm just guessing at this point. Probably have to, because I already finished my list for this year, so for Halloween marathon. So some of these I'll probably save for next year. Next up we got the Howling Steelbook. I didn't actually want to pick up the Howling at all. I was like, you know what, I'm already picking up a bunch of other Scream Factory ones. I think I'll skip on the Howling, but the only reason I decided to come back and pick this up is because it's directed by Joe Dante. And after watching Matinee, I'm like, damn it, I'm gonna have to pick up the Howling now because he directed it. I don't know if he is part of the production for the Howling 2, but depending on how much I like this film, I might not pick up the Howling 2. I don't know. I've heard it's not. The second one is definitely nowhere near the first one. But I do like the deep red of the steelbook though. Boo 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 boo. Yeah, a nice little bit of purple tinge to it. Judging from the cover, it's a werewolf type film. Can't tame what's meant to be wild, Doc. It's the quote on the inside. Nice disc art. Just comes with just the Blu-ray of whatever version of the film it is. Nice. Don't know if I'll pick up the second one. Probably not. Anyways, moving on. Really, I got this one next. Anyways, The Exorcist Free. I've had this for a while now, but I was actually surprised, along with Dead Ringers, that I was able to track down a copy of this. It's been a while since this was released, so the one with the cover is starting to disappear, if it hasn't already disappeared. I've only seen the first Exorcist, and I thought it was extremely well done. So I was excited to try and track down the second and third one, and then Scream Factory announced they were doing the third one, so I was like, that's a bit weird. They skipped over to the second one. I wonder why. Haven't seen it. I wouldn't know, but from what I heard, the second one is not good. And the third one is what the second one should have been, or something like that. From what I've heard, that's the general impression I'm getting. But yeah, so let's open this up. It even says it in the quotes. Arrow in the head said, "This is the true Exorcist sequel." All I know is George C. Scott's in it, and Brad Dourif, right? Yes, Brad Dourif, and he is, if I remember correctly, he's the voice of Chucky in Child's Play, but he's in Lord of the Rings and a bunch of other little things. Always liked him as an actor. He's very good at being creepy, funny, and various other things. Let's open this up. Two different disc arts. Director's cut and theatrical cut. Once again, which version of the film should I watch first? Probably lean towards the director's cut. Whatever version has more footage. I usually go with whatever length. Like if one's longer, I'll go with the longer version. But yeah, wow. Really nice original poster art. Really glad they give you that option. If I can get this back in here. Boop, boop. So the one problem I have with Scream Factory is for some reason every time I try to fit it in, it gets caught on the plastic on that little square thing. I don't know, am I the only one who experiences that problems? Anyways, in my last Scream Factory unboxing video, I opened up Drag Me to Hell. And apparently there's a problem with the disc with something, audio or something. Anyway, so they had the program to replace the disc, so I'm unboxing the replacement disc for Drag Me to Hell. Came in a little box thing. I should have the version of the movie up here so I can put the disc somewhere in there. Because I don't think this comes... Oh, it does come with a holder. Okay, that's good to know. Yeah, it was the unrated version of the film that was affected. As you see, it comes with a little plastic CD case holder, because I guess they want you to throw the old disc back in here, which that's all I'll probably do, but I'll definitely keep the old disc, because it doesn't say to... Yeah, it doesn't say to return the broken disc, so... Oh well. So that's Drag Me to Hell, the replacement disc. Now this is a big one. This was a big announcement. Trick or Treat Collector's Edition. Never seen it, but I remember being around when trailers for this was shown. Because, yeah, I would think I was younger back then. It was like, what, 2007, so I was like... How old was I in 2007? I was like... That's 11 years ago. I was 13 years old when this movie came out. Wow, really? Anyways, I don't know anything about it except for that apparently it's an anthology film. And it's like one of the best anthology films. A friend of mine in Toronto Film School, he really suggested this movie to me. So I'm definitely going to watch it. I don't know if I'll be able to watch it this year, but I'm definitely going to save this for one of my horror marathons. Which, by the way, subscribe if you want to see when that video drops. It's going to be a little later this year because I usually aim to try and get it done for Halloween or the day after Halloween, but I'm so far behind on the movies watching and reviewing that I'm not going to be able to get that really long video out until much later on. So expect it sometime this year. I'm sorry for that. Anyways, I should open it up, not put it away. Best unboxing video ever. Here's the thing I got. Thanks for watching. Once again, they wrapped both sides, which is weird because it's like usually it's one or the other. They usually don't wrap both. Wow. I just wish now that Scream Factory was a little more consistent on their wrapping. Because it's bothering me that some are wrapped in different ways. One disc Blu-ray. Boo, 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 boo. Yeah, currently from what I've seen, my most favorite and, in my opinion, the best anthology film I've ever seen so far is Cat's Eye, the Stephen King movie. Let's see if this can actually top that movie. That's a very creepy, creative Halloween costume right there. That's all I gotta say. If I can get this in. I love how, wow, it's Godzilla King. Is Godzilla King of the Monsters the movie that's just coming out this year? If so, wow, I've never seen them advertise a movie on the back because it's like writer-director Michael Daugherty. Sorry, apologize for butchering your name. But they're like, oh, Krampus, he's from Krampus, Godzilla King of the Monsters. I'm like, I thought that movie's not out yet. Or is that a different King of the Monsters movie? I am really, like, this is... Can they fix this problem of getting it in? Like...
That's what she said.
Make the slipcovers slightly bigger, or make this slightly tighter, like...
That's what she said.
Because, oh, I can't even get this in.
That's what she said. Ha.
It's like I have to, like... butter this up in order to get the case in. Anyways, this one I picked up because I have the first one and I watched that last year for the marathon, and I enjoyed it. It was a pretty fun zombie movie overall, pretty crazy. But the second one, yeah, I'm kind of excited for it. I mean, it's part 2. But I'm trying to remember how the first one ended, because I thought the first one ended really crazy, if I remember correctly. I don't know. Maybe I'll just jump into this one. Apparently, it's a hoot. It's fun, says somebody from the Los Angeles Times. So is everyone having a happy October? Yeah. Return of the Living Dead Part 2. On disc. It's an interesting poster. Kind of reminds me of the original poster. Kind of reminds me of the original poster for Fright Night, with the house and it's like ghost thing rising out of it or whatever. Kind of reminds me of that. Which reminds me, I haven't seen the original Fright Night. I've only seen the remake. I can't get it in. Having some technical difficulties.
20 minutes later.
Come on. Fit in. What is causing this problem? Fit! Finally got that in. Next up is The House on...
Wait for it.
Haunted Hill. I just know it's a remake of the original and Jeffrey Rush is in it. That's really the reasons why I got it right there. I kind of want to see the original first before seeing this one. So, I don't know if I'll wait for the original to be released or maybe I'll just jump right into it because maybe, I don't know. Really like the design of the house. That's like, it reminds me of these the older model type exaggerated fortresses in like old movies and stuff like that. That's what it reminds me of. Really like the red and black. Really makes it stand out. And there you go. 6 strangers have the chance to make $1 million each. All they have to do is make it through the night alive. Evil loves to party. Actually, it's funny because it definitely seems kind of generic. Like, I think I've seen that on many other different posters. But, it's kind of cool they decided to put it inside of handprint. Anyways, next up is The Exorcist Part 2. The Heretic. Really like that cover because it's like... It's such a interesting art because it's like a cross and just the bugs up close and everywhere. Like I think those are moths. They look like moths. Yeah, you can kind of tell this movie was not as well received as the other two, like the first and third one, because it's like listen to this. It's like it's the most interesting of all the films because it takes chances none of the other films are willing to risk. And so it's like, how bad could it be? I'll find out eventually. If I can open it. Oh, look at that. I already ruined the thing. They packaged... That's the first time I've seen packaging ruin a slipcover. Ugh. Yeah, so I peeled a bit of the... When I went to rip it off, it peeled a bit of the slipcover on the side where they put it together. The spine that they attach the thing to. Yeah. Yeah, I haven't seen the films. I've only seen the first one. Don't know how much I can repeat. Sorry for this. Original cut and original home video cut. What? Never heard of that for a cut. Hold on. 2 sets including 2 cuts of the film, the 117-minute version and the 102-minute version. Now that's really hard to decide. What do I watch? The original cut or the original home video cut? Like, the home video cut is shorter, like much shorter, like 15 minutes or so. Which the original home video cut sounds like it would be the more uncut version of the film, but why would it be shorter if it's the uncut film? If the original cut, like, is the original cut the director's cut? Like, I'm so confused. Please let me know in the comments below which version you think I should watch first. Because otherwise I'm gonna have to look that up. I'd probably lean towards the original cut just because it's longer, but I don't know. Anyways, interesting poster. It's 4 years later. What does she remember? John Boorman's film of Exorcist II, The Heretic. A Richard Linklater project production. Anyways, save this for later. I get it through and then it goes too far. I can't even put it back in. Thank you.
Time for some posters!
Ha 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 ha! Yeah, look at that cut. Anyways, first poster. I have no idea what it is. I am not going to keep these posters because I might keep, I don't know. I'll just see which ones I actually want to keep. Because currently the only poster I got from Scream Factory that I actually wanted to keep was the matinee poster and the John Carpenter Steelbook posters. But other than that, not really. And I figured because I really only paid these for the discs themselves, so, yeah, I'll probably be selling these. I think this one is, I'm gonna put that over there, the Return of the Living Dead Part 2 poster. I don't have the Part 1 poster. So I'm probably gonna sell this, but I definitely like that green radiated look, you know. Pretty cool. I'm gonna keep this over here unwrapped just so I can shoot the close-ups afterwards. This is the stuff you're seeing right now as I talk over it. Also known as B-roll footage. I filmed this later on, so that way you can get a good look at the poster. So I hope you appreciate this. Like this video while you're at it. Subscribe if you want. It's entirely up to you. Anyway, so here's The Exorcist 2, The Heretic. Really nice, creepy. I love the little details you see more in the posters compared to just being on the disc. And this one definitely looks a little more grosser because you can really see the insect. Yeah. Give this poster to someone who loves bugs. Especially ones with wings. I only have 4 posters, so those are the first 2. I only have 2 more. Yeah, see, that's what happens when you pre-order them. So as you can see, I'm just looking down the tube. I don't know if you can see that, but the poster is bent in there. You can tell that the machine bent it the wrong way, or maybe it's ripped. I'm not sure. I'm a little bit displeased by this. You can see, yeah, there it is right there. You can see the poster is bent in the middle of it. Which is, that's a, oh no. Hopefully I can get this out without damaging it further than what Scream Factory has already done. I bet you any money this is the Trick or Treat poster. Yeah. As you can see, it is incredibly bent right there on the curl. But it's not too bad. I mean, it's a little bit bad, but that definitely can be fixable. I'm not gonna lie, out of all the ones that I've got in this unboxing, this is probably the one poster I might actually keep. It also depends on the movie itself. And then I'll see if I'll keep it or not. It's a pretty nice poster, especially for Halloween themed type posters. Actually, I just realized that Anna Paquin, that's the girl who played Rogue in X-Men movies. And Brian Cox, he's the guy who was in X-Men 2. It's the bad guy. And I think he was also in Manhunter. Makes me a little more excited to see Trick or Treat now. I don't know if I can wait an entire year to watch Trick or Treat. I don't know. Guess I'll just have to see. And this one, final poster I have is House on Haunted Hill, which looks pretty good. I mean, I thought it when they first announced this edition. I saw the cover. I'm like, looks a little simple, but sometimes simple is good. Like red, black, bright white for the name. Like, poster definitely stands out, and it's in pretty good condition, especially compared to the Trick or Treat poster. So, anyways. Now for the moment you all been waiting for, the bonus unboxing. This is not a Scream Factory or Shout Factory release, but I'm still holding out for a future that it might be a collector's edition. And that is John Carpenter's Christine Steelbook. I believe this is the Project Art Steelbook, but it's the newer release. I was holding off on buying this movie because I was hoping Scream Factory would pick it up, but then I saw that they had a really nice steelbook of Christine, and I was like, oh, okay, I'm going to try and hunt down that steelbook. But then they released the new 4K restoration of Christine, and you know, if you've been on my channel long enough and seen most of my videos, you will know I'm not a fan of the 4K. And I do not want to buy 4K. I usually am more of a 3D Blu-ray type guy, more than the 4K. Apparently they restored it for the 4K. There's a good chance they may or may not have done it for the Blu-ray disc as well. I'm kind of hoping they did it for the Blu-ray disc as well, and they didn't repackage the old Blu-ray disc. That's what I'm hoping for. That's why I got the 4K version of it, because I'm like, hey, if I'm going to get the Blu-ray Steelbook, I might as well get that little added 4K bonus as well. It's the same Steelbook as the older version, so it's the same art, which I really like it because it's like one of those old classic car ad type things where it's like, here's the picture of the car in looking really nice, and then here's the description for it, and the joke is, because Christine is a car that comes to life and kills people, it is a bit destroyed in the front, as you can see, but it's alive. It's based on the novel, the Stephen King novel, Christine, and John Carpenter directed it. That's cool. That's cool. That's a cool mix of work, okay? And plus, oh man, the theme song to Christine is, oh man. I mean, John Carpenter does some good themes, but oh, who am I kidding? He does some amazing themes. Christine is definitely one of his highlights. It sort of has that little, like, I guess a gloss feel to it, and it's just consistent for the entire steelbook. makes it sort of feel quite different. Unveiling the back. Nothing except for the artist's signature. Well, I guess it's consistent because it's like all white, white border, white spine, all the way around it, and even a white back. Now, it sounds like the disc is rolling around in this. Please let it not be broken. Oh, thank God. It's just the 4K disc that's rolling around. Thank gosh they put the Blu-ray behind it. There's the digital copy, which I'm not going to give away because I don't do those. Don't want everyone to know it, but it comes with a little pamphlet for it. Ooh, it's a really nice red interior, just like shiny blood red. Like blood after it hits oxygen, because blood is not red. It's like blue, and then when it hits oxygen, it turns red. Fun fact! Anyways, I'm going to put the 4K disc behind where it belongs. And I'll put the Blu-ray disc in front. I'm looking at it, the disc, and it seems to me it says 2018 layout and design, so there is a slight chance that it is not the older release of Christine, so that's what I'm hoping for. I'm hoping because sometimes they'll do that for the 4K and say, oh, it's a new restoration version of it, but then for the Blu-ray disc that comes with it, they just package the old version because it's only the 4K disc that has the restoration. I think, I'm under the impression that for this release, the Blu-ray with the 4K has the same restoration, but the difference is 4K has a slightly bigger resolution. Okay. You know, the human eye can only see like 1.6K resolution, okay? So 4K is just a little too much extra, okay? You don't need that much resolution. It's a really nice steelbook. Anyways, thank you very much for watching this special Scream Factory edition of MRD Unboxing. Thank you very much for watching. I want you to have a nice day or night or whatever time you watch this. Have a nice whatever. Thanks again for watching. I really appreciate it. Now, if you excuse me, I got some killing to do in Dead by Daylight video game.